So you're about to draft and you basically need some game on who to draft, how you should do it. That is exactly what you're about to learn. In this video, I'm about to give you guys some games. So basically, I have a league that I've been running over 10 years. We're at the point now it's $250 a person. We have 12 people, PBR. First place, take basically all. Second, get their money back. We got a lot of different ways we do it, right? So since I just drafted, I'm about to give you guys some game. But before I do that and we talk about it, I definitely have to let y'all know two things. First thing first, if you guys want to make some money when it comes down to football, on my Patreon last season, as a $100 bettor, you made literally over $12,000 if you followed every single one of my NFL bets. I was on fire like that. So as a $10 unit bettor, you made $1,200. So you can check that out. It's only $25 a month. Football season, worst case scenario, you lose, but you know, we've been hot, so we'll see how it go. And if you guys want some help when it comes down to doing your bets, you can check out outlier.bet/Lando. All right, so let's get right into it. So I got a small presentation. I was going to do like a highly edited type of video, but there's no need to do all of that. So first thing first, how to draft the best in your fantasy football league. First thing first, people, you have to understand and know what is the scoring system. How do scoring system work in that league? So for example, mine is an ESPN league. I'm in two different leagues. One I drafted yesterday, one I drafted this weekend. And this is what we're going to look at. Mine is called the Shit Talkers League. And it's going to look a little bit different since I'm the manager here. But what you do is go to the scoring and see each league favor towards certain positions. You look at mine, you first go to passing. Okay, every 25 yards, you get 1.1 points. Okay. Every pass attempt, you don't get it. Every 5 completions, you get love. Every touchdown is 5.9. 40-yard TD pass bonus, bam. 50-yard pass bonus. So when you look at this, my league favors the quarterback. So in your mind, quarterbacks go higher in my league. If you look at running backs is very similar, and we are basically a running back league too, but the NFL is more of a passing league because the quarterback is going to have the ball in his hands every single play, while the running back is going to have it only if the quarterback give it to him. And when you look at it, you get to see passing, receiving, you get to see how it goes. Now with my receivers, you can come up if you have a receiver that can do big plays. So say if you got a Mike Evans that catch those 50-yard plus TDs, so now you're going to get, so say if you catch a 50-yarder, so you're about to get 1.1 times 5, right? So you're getting over 5.5, 5.6, or whatever it is, points right there. Then that's one reception. So we had 6 receptions. Then he just caught a TD. So now we had 11 points. He did 40 yards. Bam, that's 13. Then it was 15 right here. You see, he basically can get 20 points off a 50-yard bomb. And let's say he is over 100 yards that game, over 3 points. So if you get receivers that can do big plays in my league, it help out. But mainly, you want to draft quarterbacks. Now, if we go to my other league, that I'm not the manager, I'm just a member, looking at theirs, passing, you get 0.04 per yard. Passing TD is 4 points. Interception is -2. Pass conversion. This don't help out quarterbacks. So I would draft completely different how I draft in mine versus theirs. Looking over there, rushing TD is 6 points. So you get more benefits over there with a rushing TD. You're looking at receiver yards. Receiver yards get 8, get 6, then 2 more over there for a conversion. So my focus will be to draft a running back, a receiver, and I'm not thinking of a quarterback until, you really can't make too much money with a good quarterback over there. So let me know in the comments if that make sense. So you have to know that. I'm saying it wrong. But next thing is understand the rules. How many teams are you playing against? The reason I want to know, you got to know how many other players are you playing against, basically, is because my league is 12 people, right? Since it's 12 people and each person paying $250 each, everybody's going to take this very seriously. Versus a 6-people league or 8-people league, and you don't have everybody completely tapped in, so you have a chance to get better players. In my league, the player you want can be gone in that first round or that second round. Like, it can get real nasty, so you have to strategize so much more. And you seen, I said how many teams, what's the point system. That was the second thing that I already talked about. And then your drafting position with your pros versus your cons. Now with my league, it is a snake draft that is on a random, meaning once an hour before draft yesterday was at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So at 4 p.m. they do a random draft position, right? So if you are organized, which everybody voted in my league to do, based off last year's record, people can pick and choose, but people not organized in my league enough to do that. We tried it. Random worked the best for us, right? So an hour before, some people do it weeks before, however it worked. So you need to understand your drafting position and how to roll. In my opinion, the best drafting position is 3 through 6 if you're in a 12-man league. Drafting first, it's scary because the thing is, if you get the first pick, right, you get to draft Christian McCaffrey. You get to draft last, then first. So you draft first, disappear for a zillion people, and you got to draft back to back. So you have to have 2 picks in your head, because as soon as you click draft, you're back on. And after you do that draft, you disappear for a long time. So you can get one great player and you can't mess that up. Then you get a halfway decent player, and after that, you're just getting C grade. So let's say you get one A grade player, a C plus grade player, and everybody else is going to just be C's at the most. If that makes sense. Let me know in the comments if that makes sense. Now, when it comes down to my drafting position, yesterday I was at 8. Now, with your strategy, right? What you want to do, this is the best game I can give you. Get a pen and get some paper. And what you do is you go QB, running back, wide receiver, and tight end. You can adjust it to however you want to adjust it, depending on what type of league you're in. And what I do is I go quarterbacks, my top 10 quarterbacks that I want. And I'm mad that I'm giving y'all this game. I hope people in my league don't watch this. Good thing my league, we already draft, so they forget about this by next year. With my other league, we'll see. So y'all lucky I'm giving y'all this game. So make sure y'all stop right now. Leave a comment, because that's going to push this video out to people. So leave whatever comment, an emoji or something, and like this video. Let's get this video up to 500 likes. So make sure you guys hit the like button. So I'm doing top 10 quarterbacks. How do I judge my top 10 quarterbacks? In my league, in my mindset, I know it's a quarterback league. I'm going with quarterbacks that pass the ball a lot, that can get a lot of touchdowns, and is a winning team. Who do y'all think I have as my number 1 quarterback? Patrick Mahomes. Who do you have as number 2? And you keep on going, and you do the exact same thing with your running backs. Because what happens is this, right? So what we're about to do is go do a practice draft. So let's see. Let's see. So we're about to do a practice draft. So this draft is in 4 days. And it's the deal. Let's say my draft position is number 5. We got number 5, and we're doing my type of league. So mind you, quarterbacks go high. They don't have to go first, but you want to prioritize getting a good one in my league. So quarterbacks can go first round if it's Patrick Mahomes and a possible, right? So before the league start, this would be my thing. I wish I can pause it. What I would do is take all the quarterbacks that I have rated, and I would put them all on the queue. So this is my 1, say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is not, right? So it's on me. And dang, they made it quick, only 25 seconds. I seen Bijan went, Tyreek Hill, CMC went. So I'm looking to see who is the best that's still available. Since I know they're not going to draft properly, I'm going to go grab Amon-Ra St. Brown, because I know they're probably not going to grab Mahomes, and I should be able to get him in the second round. But I need a good quality receiver. So we had grab Amon-Ra St. Brown, and now I'm about to grab Patrick Mahomes. Patty Mahomes, we got you. Now we're looking, I'm going to need a good running back, because everybody's in this league is going to take running backs. Mine, I'm going to have Derrick Henry high, Joe Mixon, and I'll tell you guys in a second how I want it and why I drafted what I drafted. So you see right here, boom, boom. Now I'm starting to look at their buys, which I will talk about in a second. I don't want another running back with a buy that is on 14, and I don't want a receiver with a buy on 5. I wish I could move that over. So we want another running back, and it's getting a little tight. I like Swift, but Walker definitely got the juice, in my opinion, out of all of these options. So I'm going with Walker because I had him last year, and I know he's good. He's the official, the real deal. How do I move this over so you could see the position? So now I'm looking for another receiver before I think about my next move. So now I'm looking for a receiver, and it's moving so much faster, but I'm going to slow it down for you guys in a second. I'm just giving you guys an idea. Since I have Patrick Mahomes, this is a game changer, which I will show you guys soon. So let's just say we kept on doing that, and we're going to leave. Now we're about to slow everything down because that was very fast paced. So this is the deal. Before you go into the draft, you got time, right? You can go in there early. Once the draft room open up an hour prior, you can go put all of your players in a queue. So you can already see them. And basically what I do is when somebody draft Mahomes, I cross them off. When somebody drafts CJ Love, I cross them off. When somebody drafts so-and-so, I cross them off. So when it's my turn, I already know who I'm going to draft, and there's a highly likelihood that person that you're staring and don't want nobody to draft, that person before you is going to draft them. So have a plan A, B, C, and a Z. So it's like, okay, I want Love next, right? I got 5 more people ahead of me. I want Love next. If I don't get Love, I will take Lamar since he's open. And if I can't get Lamar, I will take Burrow. Bam, somebody took Love. Somebody took Burrow. And it's like, man, I should be able to get Lamar. If not, you got to think on the fly. But basically, whenever I draft, and when I'm teaching you guys how to draft, when it's your turn, you don't want to be that person that's just going to take forever. And I always know who I'm going to pick before it's my time. That's how you completely want it. So we're going to look at my draft, and I'm going to show you guys and tell you why I did what I did. So if we go to draft recap, remember I told you I had the 8th pick. First person drafted CMC. Unfortunately, you gotta draft CMC if you're first. Unfortunately, yes, you have to live and die if he get injured. Me personally, I don't know about CMC this year, but I would have drafted him first also. Good. Josh Allen number 2 was the dumbest damn thing he could have did. This don't even make no sense. You got Josh Allen without Diggs. We don't even know if they're even going to be a good team. This was a terrible pick. Terrible pick because thing is, he could have got Allen in the 2nd round. In our draft, nobody was going to be thinking of Allen. Somebody's going to grab Mahomes, and you look at it. So it's just, you got some options. Now, you got Bijan Robinson. Everybody is high on Bijan Robinson. The problem is, we don't know what's the health status of Kirk Cousins, because last time we seen him, I believe he tore his Achilles or he did something. So we don't even know what's going to be the deal with his health. But the good thing is, if his health is bad, they're going to let Buddy run. So I don't trust Bijan, but, I wouldn't have picked him 3rd. Breece Hall, we got the Jets. We don't know. We got the exact same thing with Rodgers, but it's not a bad pick. Tyreek Hill, he's due for a bad year, and he just got paid. When players get paid, I kind of stay away from him. Jonathan Taylor, a great play. Got a nice young quarterback over there. He's going to eat. I like it. Saquon Barkley, this is going to be a great experiment. He should eat and do good. So when it came down to me, right, I'm looking at these players, and it's like, okay, I wanted CMC as my running back. I wanted Taylor as my second running back. They took him. Bijan was my 3rd option of my running back. Barkley was, so I'm just looking. They took all of my running back options. When it came down to receivers, I was heavy on Chase or Amon-Ra St. Brown because I know Detroit has a high offense, been a top 5 offense the last 2 seasons. Chase, I believe this is a good year for him. He want to get paid. Haven't get paid yet. We'll see how that works. And I'm like, look, Pat Mahomes is there. He's the best quarterback right now for what I'm looking for, unless you're looking for Josh Allen. But we don't know if Josh Allen with Diggs. So I took Patty Mahomes right here. Everybody pissed. I took him. Now, pinch your booty. Boy, oh boy. Everybody is mad that I took him. I wanted St. Brown, but it really came down to Pat Mahomes or St. Brown or Chase. But I'm like, man, let me go ahead and secure the bag right here because I know he's going to consistently eat and give me my monies. Go to round 2. I selected Derrick Henry. I'm looking for starters, players that's going to play, and players that's going to be on good teams where they get opportunities. Derrick Henry on a complete run-heavy Ravens with Lamar Jackson. This is golden. So having Pat Mahomes, then Derrick Henry, let's go. And you see who they pick with their options, right? Round 3, I needed me a receiver because we got a quarterback, we got a running back. I'm high on buddy from Ohio State. Go blue. But what's the hell that CJ Stroud? CJ Stroud, he's the truth. Can he have a sophomore slump? Could, but we know Collins could go wild. When you look at his stats last year, look at that week 2, 26, 40 points, 10 points. So it's like usually whenever he had a bad week, he bounced back going crazy. Bad week, bounce back went crazy. Bad week, bounce back went crazy. Bad week, decent. So you just seen it. Then you got some consistent ones. That's nothing but money. I win good with that. Oh, guys, so you guys can see how my points look. Look at last year. Pat Mahomes, consistent 24, 28, 30, 16, 24, 23, 44. So Pat Mahomes did decent last year. He really wasn't the old Pat Mahomes we used to seeing. Because look at this. Through Mahomes 2023 saw his worst yards attempts. So he actually had a terrible year such as passing. Because remember, his receivers couldn't catch the ball worth shit. We had the worst receivers in the league all the way into the playoffs. So that was a fluke year. Would it happen again? We shall see. And we know Derrick Henry, what type of situation he had over there. Next up, I needed another running back. This was tough because my options were low, but I went with White. And it's like, okay, he's going to be the lead back because you still want a starter. He's over there with hell, I can't think of his name. Y'all know the quarterback. He's over there with him. He got the potential to get you 20, but he can possibly just get you 10. So at least he's going to get you over 10. So it's not bad. And if you have a crazy year, you can use him for trade value. So a good 4th round pick. I don't know how they still had Brandon Ayuk open in round 8. This was a steal. Look, before him, somebody took Trey McBride. You know, it's just, yeah, it's no way. It's no way I should have been able to get him. And we see how hot he can be. He can get you 30 points in a week, 20 points in a week. You know, he's a bucket. In round 5, that's good money. This is going to be my game changer that will win me a lot of games right here, right? So a strategy is what you don't want to do is have more than 2 players on the bye, right? On a bye at the same time, because when you get a bye weeks come, it's going to start whooping on your ASS. My rule of thumb is never have more than 3 same week buys players on your team unless they're on the bench or something. 3 the most. 2 is idealistic, what you want, right? Me having Mahomes with Rice, that quarterback, receiver, you know, sometimes Rice be playing running back and stuff. That combination will dominate so many players, so many teams, because remember, my quarterback is getting passing yards, he's getting this, and if he's throwing it to Rice, so say for example, if Patrick Mahomes throw a 50-yard touchdown, I can give you guys an example. I can show you guys better than I can tell you. So watch this, how my league works. Let's look at Rice's best week. His best week was week 12. He had 100 yards, 8 receptions, 1 TD, 23 points, right? So he had 23 points on week 12. And if we go to Mahomes, week 12, he had 24. So he needed to have 300. If he had 300, I would have got an extra boost. But 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. We almost 300 yards. 24 points is amazing. Added with Rice. And I'm not showing you guys this. I didn't know that y'all couldn't see this. Sorry, y'all didn't see that. So basically what I was showing you guys was Patrick Mahomes, week 12, right here, 24, and then showing you Rice, his week 12, right here, balling off. So you are I basically got 50 points between 2 players. That's golden. That's completely good money right there. So if they team up together, because we will want him to have some receiving touchdowns, all that stuff, that's a game changer move right there if they click on certain weeks. By this time I needed a tight end because I didn't have one. And tight ends in any league, tight ends is really kind of irrelevant. It's like you just want a tight end to get you 10 points. If they can get you 10 points, that is more than enough. Because look at this. Week 1 through 6 didn't crack 10. Finally got you 10 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks in a row and didn't do it again to the last 2 weeks. So it's hard, even if you go to the best tight end in the game, we will all collectively say Travis Kelce, right? And you look at Travis Kelce, close to 10, then he had 15, 9, then he had 16, 20, 32, 8, 2, 10. So it's like more than likely he's going to get you 10, and every blue moon he's going to go wild. That combination is fully not needed for me, in my opinion. But, you know, it's like, yeah, so tight ends is what didn't hold strong value. Next, Jaden Reed. I love Jalen Reed because I'm high on Jordan Love. High on Jordan Love with his passing, everything he did last year showed he's the real deal. So my Lions got to watch out, but Lions put him in check. Once you start seeing some good consistency over there, this is good. He can be a 15-point average player for me. And I can rock with that. So now this is when it gets dirty. Most leagues get dirty, and I'm going to wrap this up soon. Most leagues get dirty once all the excitement go away. Once you get to round 8 and above, that's when it get a little boring. People ain't paying attention. That's when them championships are made, and you got to know, because all of this is already crossed out. And at this point, what you have to be good at is literally putting people in the queue and literally going and reading the deal. Staying away from people that is injury prone. Okay, you looking like, okay, all right. Now, and at this point, you're not going to be able to get starters. So you're getting good quality backups that still get red zone opportunities, that still get some type of opportunities, but they would be number one if somebody got hurt. So it's like, all right, Atlanta, we know Bijan, but we just gonna say Robinson, he's the man over there. But when he's out, you're gonna get some opportunities. So it's like, this is nothing crazy, but you know, you need a backup. We got a rookie right here. A rookie that's going to get some great opportunities. We seen in the preseason. He was looking good. We know in real life what he did over in was in Washington, I believe. He was a true baller. Now he's going to have to compete with some other players, because you got DJ Moore, Keenan Allen. You got a few people that he's going to have to compete with, but he's going to still be a starter in the game, getting opportunities. So it's like, all right, cool. Need a backup quarterback, y'all. Because that 1 week, I'm not going to have Pat Mahomes. We need somebody good quality. They shouldn't have let me get Jared Goff. That's a win, because we know Jared Goff is going to be consistent. He's going to be consistent. And look how beautiful this is. 29, like this is better than consistent. Like really, this is like better than Mahomes last year. This is good money right here as a backup. So this would give me good trade value. Say if the Lions start off on fire and he's doing better than Pat Mahomes, I can have trade value and grab somebody else. So it's great trade value right here. Grab me another backup tight end. At this point, I swapped the defense because I did have the Lions defense, but I realized I don't like my Lions defense. They're trash. So I swapped that out. Jake Moody needed a kicker. Got me somebody that's actually very good. He was high with points. What was he at last year? Top 5 in fantasy position. So I got a top 5 kicker. You know, here's my Michigan boy. You know all of that. Last one, Cy Chandler and a Joshua Palmer. So my overall grade was a B, because after you draft, they give you a grade. The grades don't matter at all. They really don't. Let me see if I can find it. Hopefully, I probably deleted it. but grades really don't matter at all. But you still do like to get like a data boy. Hey, data boy, you know, you like to get, you know, you like to feel good every once in a while. See, here we go. I found it. Bam. Oh, not that. Don't do that. So I got to be your draft grade in the shit soccer league. You still have a shot at the trophy. Make sure you check the waiver wires, pick up players that can improve your team. So lastly, if we look at my first week matchup, right? Let's see, scoreboard. First week matchup. And we are looking. I am projected to score 109. He's projected to score 106. I'm projected to win. When I'm looking at it, I'm like, all right, so a strategy once you are in the zone, such as you're about to play somebody, this is the mindset I have. I'm mad I'm giving this guy this to you. If y'all haven't hit the like button yet, hit that like button. And if you guys have made it this far to the deep end, shout out to Colin and Samir. Let me know, put a diver or swim in the water in the comments. So let me know you guys made it to the deep end of the video. If you're true soldiers that's still watching it this far. So what I'm looking at when I got the matchup to see who is the quarterback and who's the receivers. Reason being, say if Caleb Williams, he got Caleb Williams, right? And let's say Odunze was a top starter and balling out. What I would do is start him to cross cancel, because say he throw him a touchdown, he gets 6 points, I get 6 points. He gets some yards for the passing, I get some yards for the receiving. So that can kind of cross cancel one of his players. If I wanted to add him to a flex or something, that's how my mindset. Now, when it come down to one of his receivers, you can have a quarterback and you can think the exact same way, or you can switch it up and hope they completely bomb and switch quarterbacks. So now I'm like, all right, Pat Mahomes, he will beat Caleb Williams. Derrick Henry versus Taylor, I would give Taylor the edge, but we don't fully know since they're playing Kansas City. That's a tough team that could score a lot and they get behind, and vice versa. Travis Etienne versus White, I say they kind of cross cancel. I give Etienne the edge because they probably run more. You got Cup versus Collins. I give the edge to Collins. You got Tank Dell versus Brandon Ayuk. I give Ayuk the edge. Kelsey versus Kincaid. Definitely give it to Kelsey. Rice versus Connor. This is a good one. What is his projected for? Do they even have projected for this? But I was still, let me know in the comments who y'all would give this to. I'm 100% going Rice. I'm going Rice because I forgot Connor over on Arizona. He will get opportunities, but he's coming off an injury, I believe, or something similar to it. Defense, I'm swapping my defense with who is, I'll show y'all in a second. And then kicker, my main thing with a kicker is you want a team that's going to get in the red zone a lot. San Francisco getting in that red zone a lot. They're going to get in the red zone more than the Jets. So that's why it's very, very close. But when you look at the waivers, and did somebody already take who I wanted? Or is my stuff still pending? Since I don't know how to look at it on the computer, I have to check and see. Fantasy chat. And see who it is. But I got so many better options because what I'm looking at is somebody that's playing against a bum team that's not really is going to score a lot. So basically, whoever's going against Carolina, North Carolina. So I believe that's who I was trying to, or like the Giants. This is who I tried to pick up. The Vikings, I believe. Let's see if it pop up. Incoming players. Yeah, so I already got them in the queue because they're going against the Giants. Giants we know can't score versus nothing. Makes sense. So let me know if y'all this helped you out. This was close to a 40-minute video. But if you watch this, you will be so much more advanced than anybody else. If you guys want to become a Patreon member, that help my channel out, to help me out, and it can put some money in your pockets because you was $100 better and you did every single one of my bets. You won $12,000 last year with my bets. So come check us out on Patreon. See you guys in our community chat, and I'm gone.